Hello, hello. Welcome to July's new moon forecast. Thank you for joining me live and, of course, on the replay. Wherever you may be catching this, let me know you're here so that I can send you some love and answer any questions that you might have about this forecast. For those of you who don't know me, who are just getting to know me, my name is Cindy. I am a quantum numerologist and wealth activator, and I am passionate about helping the healers, teachers, and coaches, those who give a fuck, make more money. Why? Not for the money, but for the impact. I want to see each of you, the healers, the coaches, those of you who are in the trenches doing the good work, I want to see you wealthy, not just wealthy in your bank account, but wealthy in your self-love, in your relationships, in your health and vitality. Wealthy to me is all encompassing, and it does include the bank account, because when you have more money, you can create more impact. So just like we can predict the weather, so too can we predict the energetic influences that we'll be experiencing in the time ahead. This is not fortune telling, it is forecasting. And just taking a look at this new moon that is coming in tomorrow, on July 9th, on a 3 energy day. This is an amplification. So this new moon that's coming in is in Cancer, and it's really bringing in the energy of understanding the foundation that you're building for your empire. Now, by the word empire, I mean, what is it that you're building? Maybe you're building a healthy, happy, beautiful, connected family, or maybe you're building a $50 million business. Or maybe it's something in between that. Whatever that empire is, you get to choose what that is by understanding who you are, what you want, and why you want it. But when we're building an empire, we need to have a very strong foundation, a foundation of understanding and honoring yourself and your self-care. I've been in momentum for the last week. Many of you have seen me in the creators Facebook group. There's been a lot of moving pieces behind the scenes when I'm working with Joy Kingsborough and putting these pieces together. And over the last few days, I've really noticed in the building of the empire how self-care gets neglected. And I actually had to remind myself to have a shower yesterday because I was like so busy with all the things and I'd hit momentum. Now, this doesn't mean that I was tired or burnt out or exhausted. It just meant that I was so inspired by the actions that I was taking that the self-care piece and making sure that I eat food and drink enough water was kind of falling behind. And that's what this energy of this new moon is actually calling in is, are you balancing that desire for that empire, whatever that empire is, with that foundation of your self-care and how you're supporting yourself in that, right? So this is really about reuniting yourself with your deepest needs. It's not just about getting a massage or making sure you have a shower at night or whatever it might be. It's really about going into your heart and asking yourself and reminding yourself, why am I doing this? One of my biggest lessons was this chasing of the almighty dollar, thinking that if I just worked a little bit harder, if I just did the right things in the right order, that somehow I would have this magical breakthrough and make more money. And it's not true. It's bullshit. It's a story that I was fed when I was young. It's a story that I created for myself when my dad passed away, and it's not true. When we balance and we understand deep within ourselves who we are, what we want, and why we want it, that foundation of those deepest needs is solid. It gives us clarity, and it's okay that I didn't shower yesterday because I know I'm in momentum. I know exactly where I am in divine timing, and that's okay. Because I'm going to have a moment of transmutation and I'm going to land into a new awareness of, oh, this is the thing I need next. So it's really important to understand those deepest needs. What is it that you need? What is the foundation and stability that you need as you're building your empire? And just feel your truth. Notice where you may have been lying to yourself. Like maybe it's I'll just watch one more episode on Netflix and then I'll go to bed, where knowing that a healthier habit would be to turn the TV off and go to bed and get a good night's sleep. Or maybe it's, maybe I'll go out for a walk tomorrow. I'm just tired. I don't want to go out walking. I don't want to move my body today. So I'm just going to lay here and be lazy. Right? Just noticing where you've been lying to yourself, those little subtleties, and there's zero judgment for this. We all do it. I am guilty of it too, but I love and accept myself anyways. And this is just an opportunity to bring awareness to these habits so that we can choose differently. That's all. So notice what your empire is inspired from. Who are you? What do you want? And why do you want it? That's why you're building an empire, whatever that empire is. That's why you're doing it. You're not building an empire to have $50 million. You're not building an empire to create, I don't know, this huge corporation. You're not building an empire just because. There's a reason for it. And that's your foundation. So in this new moon, open yourself up to the possibility of what it is that maybe doesn't fit in your world anymore and in this building of your empire. Maybe there's things that need to be released and let go. Now, I know it's a new moon, but we can release at any time. Doesn't matter. Usually we release on the full moon, but this is an opportunity to release some of those habits that may not be serving anymore and to bring awareness to it and notice without judgment. Yeah, I do that thing. And that's not a strong foundation for the empire that I'm creating. So what is it that I can do a little differently? Am I willing to choose differently? And I'm not saying change all your habits. Just pick one. Just pick one. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, you have a tendency to lay in bed and not get up or do something that's supportive for yourself, like go for a walk or have a meditation or eat breakfast, whatever it might be. Maybe you can just shift one little thing that allows you to step into more of that foundation and stability for that empire. So bring in some balance, bring in some harmony. It's not all about the doing, but it's also not all about just being. We have to have that balance of the both. And that's what creates the foundation and the stability and the focus on what it is that you truly want. Just allow those new ideas to flow. Allow yourself to be innovative. Lean into the possibility. Maybe there's a habit that nobody's ever done before that you could create. Find new solutions to old problems and lean in. So I hope you have an amazing new moon. We are doing a beautiful new moon ceremony in the Creators Facebook group. You will find the link to join that group. It's absolutely free. You'll find the link to join that in the show notes here. So please join us. It's tomorrow morning at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. It will be available on the replay. So join us in that Facebook group. Come and join a community of heart-centered beings, healers, teachers, change makers, those who are devoted to unity consciousness and making the world a better place. So I'll see you in there tomorrow morning. And until then, I love you. I believe in you. And I see your power. Bye for now.